So it's around 7 a.m. right now. I just got back from the gym, just finished up my workout, my cardio, my morning Bible study, my first meal, everything that I do at the start of my day, right? And it really got me thinking because a couple years ago, I was in high school and I would wake up every day and just feel like complete, absolute shit. I'd get out of my bed. No, scratch that. I would lay in my bed and I would scroll on my phone until the very last waking moment when I had to get up to go to school. That was when I'd get out of bed, whenever I quite literally had to, otherwise I was going to miss my school bus or I was going to be late to first period. And still some days I would even show up late to school just because I was so fucking tired and so just exhausted in the mornings. And this even carried on outside of school. In fact, it got worse in the summers and it got worse as I progressed into college. I didn't have that reason to wake up early every day, so I would just wake up later and later. I'd wake up at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., I'd press the snooze button, I'd snooze my alarms constantly, and I just had no real reason or drive to wake up. Because why would I? I didn't absolutely need to, so what's the merit in waking up early if you don't fucking need to, right? And this went on for so long just because I didn't have anything to truly wake up for. I didn't have anything that was driving me to wake up because I felt like the things I needed to get done, maybe go to the gym, go into my classes, that was all I had to do, right? I didn't have a need to develop myself because I could do those things whenever the fuck I wanted. And I'd wake up at a different time every single solitary day. It would be like 10 a.m. one day, noon the other day. I'd wake up hungover at 2 p.m. on weekends. And it just went on forever. And when I'd wake up in the mornings, I couldn't get shit done. I would wake up, I would feel like shit, I wouldn't do anything. I'd drink my coffee, I'd sit on the couch, I'd watch TV, and I would just go through this endless cycle of just having terrible mornings that would set me up for a terrible day. And I wondered, why was I depressed? Why did I feel like shit 24/7? Why did I feel like my life was just going downhill? Why did I feel the way that I did? And I realized it was because of one specific thing, right? And that one specific thing, that one thing that was holding me back, that made me just not be able to wake up and made me not have productive days at all, that one thing was my consistency, right? I wasn't waking up at the same time every day. I was waking up whenever the fuck I wanted. I wasn't doing the things I needed to every day. I was doing them whenever the fuck I wanted to, if I even felt like doing them. And I realize now that it's not even consistency that's the key, right? Consistency is how you attain this one thing that will change your life. But that one thing you need to change your life is what I call momentum. Momentum is the key to any area of success in your life. And this is the sole reason that I wake up at 4:30 now every single day. Because momentum is what carries you forward. Momentum is what pushes you towards the person you want to be. And whenever I was younger and whenever I couldn't wake up early, I couldn't be productive, I couldn't focus on like one singular task, my momentum was a downward spiral. I had momentum, but it was pushing me in the wrong way because momentum, when it's not paired with consistency, it means nothing. So my momentum was pushing me into a worse and worse place. Every day I woke up and I felt slightly worse. Every day I woke up and I was a little less productive. Every day I woke up and I was a little bit worse of a version of myself. So what did I do? I switched my momentum and I switched that through building consistency. So at first, I started to wake up around 6 or 7 a.m. every single day, right? And by doing this every single day, I built some type of momentum. Every day I was waking up around the same time. I would follow a similar morning routine. And because of that, I started to gain momentum. I started to now feel better throughout the day. I started to get a little bit more of my day-to-day tasks going. And then I found myself in a very bad spot financially. And I had to wake up at 2 a.m. to go to work every day to pull myself out of debt. And because of that, I lost my momentum. I was going to work every day. I was grinding it just to pay my bills, but I didn't have any sort of momentum because I had no consistency. Momentum and positive momentum are two different things, and you cannot achieve positive momentum without consistency. So once I was out of that situation and I quit my job, I started my coaching business. I went full-time to do this, to do social media full-time. I gained momentum back. And I gained it back by waking up at the same time every single day. And people think I'm stupid. People think I'm crazy for waking up at 4:30 every single day. But when I wake up at 4:30, I shoot out of bed. And the reason for that is simple, right? I get to play the fucking game again. I get to start over fresh. And I get to work my ass off for that day to be a better person. And I carry all the momentum I had from my day yesterday, all the momentum I had from doing everything I needed to, from going to the gym, from working with my guys, from doing my cardio, from doing my steps, from eating my meals, all that momentum from the day before, I push that into the next day. And then that day, I wake up and I do what's called a baseline reset. I get right back to doing what I needed to do. That's the reason that you need to start waking up early. And that's the reason you need to wake up early every single day, is because you need to get back to baseline every day. No matter how amazing your day was before, let's say you went to the gym for the first time in a while, you ate super healthy, you felt amazing, you journaled, you read your Bible, whatever you need to do to be successful, right? Let's say you do that, and then the next day you feel complacent, so you wake up at 7, and then you don't get everything done. Now, let's paint the perspective that you had a terrible fucking day. You didn't do the shit you needed to do. You didn't go to the gym. You didn't stick to your diet. You ate a bunch of bullshit. You went out drinking that night, whatever. Get back to baseline. The key to finding success in any area of life is getting back to baseline so that you can now channel your momentum and use that momentum to push you forward the next day. So when you continue to do this day after day, week after week, you're waking up at the same time every day, you're getting everything done every single solitary day, your momentum is unstoppable. And because of that, you will achieve everything you want to achieve. You will achieve your dream body. You'll achieve that job, that promotion you might want. You'll achieve anything you set your mind to because you have positive momentum. And that momentum is now carrying you farther and farther and farther into life. And that starts all with waking up at 4:30. Because you might think that I'm some dumbass on the internet who's just like boasting about how he wakes up at 4:30 and really doesn't. You can look at my Instagram. I wake up at 4:30 every single solitary day, and I post it every single solitary day because I need that momentum. That momentum is what carries me. That momentum is what allows me to build my physique every single day. That momentum is what allows me to be a better version of myself every single day. And without momentum, without positive momentum, you are fucking nothing. So what you need to understand and what you need to do is that after, no matter what day you had, no matter if it was a good day, a bad day, it was an average day, whatever it may be, the next day you need to wake your ass up early and get back to baseline. And I promise you, if you carry that momentum within 1 month, just 1 month of carrying that momentum, your whole life will change. Everything will fucking change. But you need to start. Because if you don't start, your momentum is going to keep going downward. And there's a good chance right now you just have downward momentum and you're on a downward spiral. But once you channel that momentum and you bring it into positive momentum as opposed to a negative spiral, you will achieve anything you want to achieve. Life is a game of momentum. Life is a game of pushing yourself forward each and every single day. And you're probably watching this thinking, yeah, I don't wake up early. Yeah, I can't wake up early. Yeah, I sleep in every day and I feel like shit. Change it. Change your momentum. Once you change your momentum, once you start waking up early, once you start chasing your goals, and you wake up every single day with the core understanding that you now have the blessing to chase something greater, you now have the blessing to chase the man that you want to be, I promise you, you will become that man. But only if you wake up with the fire in your head every single day that you need to chase that man in order to become him.